Welcome back, my beautiful people. This video is long overdue and highly requested. Disclaimer before we get into the videos, I need you guys to leave your negative comments to yourself. I don't know why this has been going on lately, but you know, some of you guys are super mean and I don't know why. So let's just spread love and not hate, guys. So let's keep the mean comments to ourselves. Anyways, so getting into the video, I did shampoo him, guys, off camera. And what you see is just little lint from the towels in his hair. But I am now blow drying my friend straight. I do provide shampoo and blow dry services with all my services, guys. So if you guys are in Largo, Florida, you know, just know you're in for a real treat. Next, getting into it. So I did start with the middle part on his head. Off camera, and then now is the most crucial part for these Drake braids. So think of like a lamp, like a really nice lamp, or actually better yet, the spade sign. That is the middle part, or the first part, or the middle part. It is the middle part. It is the middle part, the middle sectioning, the most crucial part that make the Drake braids the Drake braids. So to get my HD parts, I pre-section the part, and then I go in with my product, apply it to the part, and then I go in with my parting comb and carve out that section, the braid, the part, just making it extra clean. A side note, my client had me chuckling a bit because the little thing that I use on my wrist to hold the product so I can braid and not contaminate the rest of the product that I have, he kept saying like, I thought that was a watch. It just had me chuckling. It does look like a watch a little bit, but yeah. I apologize for this weird angle. I understand you probably can't really see what I'm doing, so I'm just going to talk before you can see what I'm doing. It is important to note that after I applied gel to this section that I'm currently braiding on, I combed everything and smoothed it out as farthest as that I can to the left. So now for this part, as we see, I started the braid super small, but it is important to note that I am only feeding in hair to the left. So everything is getting combed to the left. That is the most crucial part for the Drake braids. You comb everything to the left. So when I cross over, I'm not feeding any hair into the right. It's only to the left. When I do get it to the middle of this braid, I do start to feed in hair a little bit because the braid is already far enough to the left as I need it. I hope this is making sense. I sped up this part a little bit because, like I said, you couldn't really see what I'm doing. I apologize for that. I just got a new ring light and my client is basketball height. So, and I'm 5 foot, guys. I'm very short. So yes, everything is smoothed and braided to the left on the left side. Everything is smoothed and braided to the right on the right side. All right, so this is the middle of the braid, just where I was talking about. So this is where I began to feed in pieces from the left to the right. So I'm now feeding in pieces of hair now from the left side so that my braid can stay the thickness that it's at or be uniform now. See, everything from the top of the braid is to the left, but now we are feeding in pieces to the right. So what you see me doing is, this is very important for stitch braids, especially stitch braiding on textured hair like so. You have to smooth out everything. Everything needs to be smooth. Granted, my client now does have a finer hair texture than some. It is very important to smooth everything out. So I do take my comb and feed in a piece first, and then I'll go back with my fingers and smooth out that piece and just make sure everything, all the tension is straight. That way he can see the stitches later on as well. It is also important to note here that I am smoothing out the pieces of hair that are in my hand as well. Every time I cross over a piece, I smooth out the pieces of hair in my skin, so that way the braid itself is smooth. I know sometimes with textured hair, you might get little fuzzy flyaways. That's because the braid is not being smooth, or the hair is not being smooth in the process. So you gotta smooth pretty much everything out. And this is what it looked like when I completed both sides. So as you can see, the left braid is everything is pushed to the left, and the right braid everything is pushed to the right. All right, this part is a little weird to explain. Sectioning it off, I kind of did like a wavy swoop. So it's not flush. If you ever look at Drake's braids, they're kind of just waved a little bit. But yeah, so if you just follow like somewhat of an S shape, but not too far of an S. Yeah, I'm trying. I hope I'm explaining this okay. It's just a simple curve. This is important though. It's very important that it is a curved and not straight. It will kind of mess up the braids if you do it straight, but this needs to be curved. As you can see, I applied product after I carved out my part, and then I carved it out again to make sure it's smooth. And then I went in and applied product to this braid and the top one. So the piece that I'm not working on right now, the piece that I sectioned out to the top, is very important to note that you smooth that out to the left as well. The whole braid, the whole section, smooth it out to the left, and that's gonna make sense in about 2 seconds. What I need you to do, I need you to take some scissors, run really fast, and go play in traffic. It's only love here, guys. We just, you know, that's what happens when you work in a barbershop. You just talk trash all day. You end up talking trash. I promise I was so sweet and innocent before I started working here 4 years ago, and now all I do is just talk shit with everybody else. So anyways, like I said, so you see that I smoothed everything to the left like I did the middle braid. And it is the same process as the middle braid. So you're braiding everything as far as you can to the left. So I'm only feeding in hair all the way to the left. And I do this the whole way down. You will see me push my client's head a couple times. Again, I'm 5'2", so, and he's basketball player height. So sometimes it is very hard with me and my height and these angles to braid hair forward or backwards or where I need them to be. So yeah, I'm not being aggressive with them. I know somebody said in another video, oh my god, she's so aggressive with them. I promise I'm not. I'm just casually, carefully pushing their head where I need them to be. So yes. All right, and as I get to the end of this braid, I will then flip my hand placement around and begin braiding backwards like a normal braid. I didn't realize I was off camera the whole time, or you can't really see what I'm doing, but this is just a normal stitch braid that I've braided all the way back. And you will repeat this process, but mirrored on the other side so that you get the drake formation. Now, what you see me doing is creating the biggest mountain of mousse ever and applying it to my client's head, to which I then smooth it out and then applied this do-rag, which I do clean regularly, my friends. I don't want to hear contamination, this, contamination, that. No, we do wash our stuff very regularly. So then I applied the do-rag, tied it in a nice little bow, and then pushed it, pulled it so that it was tight. And then I take my handy dandy blow dryer and blow dry it, all the foam until it is completely dry. What we're doing is we're catching any flyaways so that now when we take it off, we have no flyaways. Everything is beautiful, flush and neat. And we have your Drake braids. Ta-da! Thank you everybody for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, my TikTok, and my Instagram. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, concerns, or what you want to see. Thank you. Drake.